Well, hey everybody. I bet you weren't expecting to see me. You were probably figuring Friday. Well, that probably is the case. I will be back on Friday, but I got tagged. Yep, Buzzsah. If you haven't checked out his channel, you should do so. I will put a link in the description box so you can go by and check him out. But really nice fella. Does all kinds of volunteer work, fire department, rescue. Does things around his workshop, teaches you little tricks of the trade for different things. But he and his wife were tagged on a New Year's Would You Rather tag. And after they finished answering the questions, they tagged myself amongst 3 people. Now I asked Cousin Ralph if he would like to do this Would You Rather. And he looked at me funny and he said, I would rather not. So there we go. I was kind of hoping he would because I figured some of his answers would be pretty humorous. But anyway, let's get on with it. It's Would You Rather. And there are, how many questions? There are 10 questions. So let's get to them and see what I would rather do. The first question is, would you rather stay up past midnight every night or kiss someone at noon every day for a year? Well, I already tend to be up past midnight every night because I'm an insomniac. So the majority of nights I might try going to bed at 10:30 or 11, but I'm usually up past midnight. But kissing my wife at noon every day, I could live with that, no problem at all. And I kiss my wife every day, but I'll have to set the clock to make sure I kiss her at noon. But yeah, which would I rather do? Kiss my wife at noon. I wish I could go to sleep before midnight. Number 2, would you rather give up sweat for a year or give up showers and baths for a year? Well, if I didn't sweat, would I need the showers and baths? No, I would rather give up sweat for a year than the showers and baths. I enjoy my shower every day. It makes me feel like I'm ready to face whatever comes my way. So no, if I had to give up one or the other, it would be the sweat. Like who wouldn't want to give up sweat? Number 3, would you rather spend next week tossing confetti over the heads of every person you meet, or blow a horn at them and wish them a Happy New Year? I think I'd rather blow the horn at them and wish them a Happy New Year. The way the laws are, I'd probably get charged with assault if I threw confetti over everybody. But either way, I think, given the choice, I think I'd rather toot a horn and say, Happy New Year! Number 4. Would you rather be on a New Year's Eve countdown show with Ryan Seacrest or be on a float in the Rose Bowl parade? Oh, I'd much rather be on the float. Yeah. I'm not even sure who Ryan Seacrest is, so it just shows how lacking my knowledge is. Sure, he's probably a very nice person, but no, I'd rather be on the float. Number 5. Would you rather be invited to the White House for New Year's Eve or have a celebrity chef come to your house and make a New Year's Eve dinner? I think I'd rather have the celebrity chef come to my house. I live in Canada, so the odds of me getting invited to the White House would be pretty slim. But no, I'm a homebody, so I think I'd just as soon not have to go through all the fuss and fadaddle of no matter who the president was, even if they're whoever. I'd rather stay in my own home and have a chef come here. Number 6. Would you rather live in Times Square for a year or on the International Space Station? I think I'd rather keep my feet firmly planted on planet Earth and live in Times Square for a year if that was my options. On top of which, I understand that if I spent a year in the International Space Station, it would have detrimental effects on my bones, on my skeletal structure. And when you get to be my age, the last thing you want to do is go messing around with your bones. Alrighty, so yeah, New York, Times Square. Number 7. Now this one I don't quite understand. Would you rather wear a shirt tomorrow that was everything you did over the holidays, wear a shirt that was everything I did over the holidays. I'm not quite sure what that means. Or list everything you ate over the holidays. I'd rather list everything I ate over the holidays. That'd be pretty easy. Number 8. Would you rather have snow on January 1st or a warm 80 degrees Fahrenheit? Well, if it was only going to be for the one day, I'd rather have the snow because we have snow here anyway. And if it got to be 80 degrees on January 1st for the one day, January 2nd would be a major skating rink and accident waiting to happen. So, no, I'd rather have the snow. I would enjoy 80 degrees, but I'd rather go somewhere where it was 80 degrees than have that come here in the middle of January, or beginning of January. Number 9. Would you rather spend New Year's Day in a home without the internet or a home with no plumbing? Well, being I lived the majority of my life without the internet, a day without the internet, that would be no sweat. As in question number, what was that? Question number 2. Yep, I give up sweat, and there would be no sweat to go without the internet. So I would take going without the internet than going without plumbing. Not that I couldn't go without plumbing. I mean, been camping lots of times, and you go without plumbing then. And the last and final question, number 10. Would you rather spend New Year's Day being invisible or having the ability to fly? Now, does that mean, I assume it means for the day. Both of those would be fun, wouldn't they? But I have a feeling that being invisible might create some really interesting problems. Of course, being able to fly might attract the attention of, in the States, the FFA, and in Canada, the, I can't remember what the regulatory body is up here. I wonder if I'd have to have a pilot's license if I could just fly, or, I don't. I think having the ability to fly, I think that would be just interesting to do that. I don't know how many times I've dreamt of that I was flying, so experiencing it in real life would be kind of fun. So that's my answers to the 10 questions. Now, who am I going to tag? Cindy of Burning Sands Exploration. You're tagged. Who else shall I tag? I think I'm going to tag Marty. Marty's Nuts About Digging. Marty, you're tagged. And one more. Well. I think I'm going to tag everyone else who wants to do it. That's a cop-out, I know, but that's what I'm going to do. So Cindy of Burning Sands Exploration, Marty of Marty's Nuts About Digging, and anyone else who would like to do the tag on Would You Rather. Hope you've enjoyed this. I just chuckle when I can think some of the answers that Cousin Ralph doesn't have plumbing in his house. He has an outhouse, so that would be an interesting one, whether he'd rather give up plumbing or the internet. And the one about the bath, I think he only takes his annual bath, so if he gave that up for a year, that means he'd be going 2 years without it. So he'd be better off not sweating. Well, anyway, unfortunately, Cousin Ralph wasn't willing to do this. He would rather not, he said. So I'm going to leave that to you. There's my answers to the New Year's Would You Rather questions. And I hope you've enjoyed this. Kind of fun, kind of silly. But hey, and thanks to Buzz and his wife for tagging me. All right, everybody, I'll see you on Friday. I'm not going to tell you what we're doing. You'll have to check it out. But until then, take care, stay safe, and God bless.